Here we go. This gives us no new information, but we have a weird one here now. Which means 3. So square has to be less than or equal to 4, which we already knew. Okay. This gives me no new information. Unless we look at the symbols again and see if the conditions changed. So back to plow. This hasn't changed. We knew that that's 3. I don't think the conditions for triangle have changed. Yeah, that's one triangle, that's one triangle. Are there any other triangles? Yeah, there's one here, but that doesn't change anything for us. No. Okay, so we can't directly solve them with only the rows and columns. So that means we need to find more complex conditions. You believe in me? Thank you, Jellyfriend. Appreciate you. Okay. So we know that this square is filled for sure. And this. And only 2 of these can be empty. No. Triangle, it's at least 2. Is it though? Hold on. Yes, it is because of this doohickey. Oh. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, just to be able to move forward. We're gonna guess that triangle is 3. And then see what that changes. That means that we have 5 here. Doesn't change anything. That is the worst guess I could have made because it doesn't give me any more information. Okay, let's make a better guess. Let's make a better guess. Plow. Let's take plow. And guess that it is 4. Let's guess plow is 4. And I'm not sure if that's gonna give us new information either. It means that triangle is still 3 to 2. And square doesn't change either, I think. Okay, yeah, that doesn't allow me to place down any... That doesn't fix any columns. Unfortunately. So maybe that's also a bad guess. What would fix a column for me? I mean, this is already fixed, but I can't place down any of these. What if square was 4? Would that fix anything for me? Yes. Guessing square equals 4 fixes this row. To some degree. Okay. So if we guess square is equal 4, then this needs to be a full. That's not a full. Because this has to be lit. This needs to be at least, both of these need to be at least 2, and this needs to be at least 2. Okay. So that means none of the 2/3 ones are permanent. But I just need to see these. So this can all of these 3 can still technically be filled. This one has to be correct. This guy. Okay. So because I guessed that square is 4, and we have 1, 2... So, hold on. Where are the axes? We have an axe here. Wait. Hold on just a gosh darn second. Oh, right, never mind. I thought, I was like, 3 axe? What? That can't be right. You're right, it can't be right. Okay, but what if you say, hold on, hodl. So if this is 4, and we have a symbol here, which is weird, which we know this is 3. So that means this entire column has to be filled. So this has to be a full one under our guess. This also needs to be full. And this needs to be full. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3. And hold on. We know that this is correct. So if this is 2, 3, then it needs to be 5 total here. This means this needs to be full. Which is not possible because we are out of full boyos. Right? I can't move this guy. And I guessed 4. That means this has to be this has to be full then. This has to be at least half. This has to be full because 3 and 4 fills this entire row. Has to be full, has to be full. And that would mean that there is no solution here. So, square cannot be 4. which kind of sucks. That means we have to back out of all of this. I can tell you that there was a computer scientist that decided this puzzle and was like, oh yes, we can make... Let's assume that the user knows this and this algorithm and that they can modify it to deal with uncertainty. Okay. Then I'm gonna guess that square has to be equal to 3. Because, I mean, must pick a number, am I right? No, wait. Let's not guess that. Let's not guess that. Let's guess what would give us most information. If I could prove that plow is or is not 4, then we would fix its number. So now we have... Where are the plows? They are down here. Okay. So I guessed 4. So this has to be at least a third. This has to be at least a third. I mean, this is generally true. There are so many guesses we could do here. Okay. So if I guessed plow is 4, and we know weird is 3, then this row has to be solid. Yeah? So let's back out of here first. Let's take the ones we know for certain. This is bigger than this one. This trips me up. Okay. Now then that's full. We need to have 4 on this row as well. Does this help us in any way? Like, we know square is 3 or 2. Well, under this guess, that we guessed that plow is 4, and that means this has to be full. That means square is at least 3 under this guess. And it cannot be 4, so it means that square has to be 3. That means this has to be empty. And this has to be empty. Right? Actually, this has to be a 1, specifically. This can be a 2 or a 3, 2 or a 1. This can be a 2 or a 1. This can be anything. Okay, do we need to make a sub guess? So we've guessed for plow, which has implied a value for square. That means we can guess a value for triangle. I'm gonna guess what guess would give us the most progress? If we guess triangle to 2, that forces both of these to empty, and maybe that'll help us somehow, question mark? Sure, let's guess triangle is 2. That means that, actually, because of this triangle here, this means that this has to be a 1. And this has to be a 1. And because I don't have any 1s left, this means this would be filled, this would be filled, and this would be filled. Meaning I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 for square, which we said it's not. So, triangle equals 2 is a wrong guess. And those have to come back. Oh wait, did I say... No, this is not fixed, right? Yeah, this we know for certain. Interestingly, because this axe is known to be 2, if this is anything but a 1, then this has to be empty. Wait, no. I'm dumb. Never mind. Yeah, if this is a 2 or a 3, both of these have to be 1s. But that doesn't help me in solving this, I don't think. Well, maybe it does, but I don't see it yet. Okay, but we're still at the guess of triangle equals 2. In which case, 1, 1. Where's the other triangle? Here. So this would then be 1. And it's not possible because of this here. So that cannot be. That means under the guess that plow is 4, triangle has to be 3, and square has to be 3. And that means I don't have anything solved here. It does solve that these two have to be present and this must be empty. Doesn't give me anything for this row or for this. Okay, let's just start seeing if we can solve this under this current guess, which is plow 4, square 3, and triangle 3. So that means weird is 3, triangle is 3. And yeah, this is something here. Plow is 4, meaning there's 1 here, 1 here, and 2 either there or here, or any combination of the 2. Oh wait, we have a weird here. So this is 3 plus 2. 1, 2. Hey, this means that... Hold on. Why have I not seen this before? There needs to be 5 on this line, which means that this has to be filled. This just straight up has to be filled, regardless of what we're guessing. And that means this needs to be at least a 2. And this 2 has to be at least a 2. And we don't know if... We need to have 2 on this row, and we just know that there's 1 here, so it's either one of these 3 that's then filled. But here, what do we have on this row? We have 3 for weird and 3 for triangle. Meaning this entire row is also filled? We don't have enough full containers to do that. So that to me says that the guess for plow equals 4 has to be wrong. That means plow has to be 3. It means that everything has to be 3. What the heck? This makes no sense. I'm not liking this solution. Okay. So given that plow is 3, what do we know of triangle and square? Let's look at triangle first. Well, it's still at least 2. Doesn't help us at all. Neither does this. I mean, either of these is a full 1, regardless. Doesn't tell us anything about the triangle. Does it tell us anything about the square? Hello? Maybe? Not directly. Okay, so I think let's make a guess. Because this is at least 5. You know what? I'm gonna guess that triangle is 2. Because otherwise, both of these would be full. And we had that as a no on the previous one. Right. And that means this has to be a 1/3. And this has to be a 1/3. Because we know there's only going to be 2 on this column, which is these 2. And because this has to be here, there has to be 1 here, 1 here. And that means triangle cannot be 2. What the heck? It means it has to be 3. And that means this does not have to be here anymore. Neither does this. Okay. So we know for a fact, I say a fact, that plow and triangle are both equal to 3. And square is something. But because these are equal to 3, that's 3, that's 3, this sums to 6. So there has to be 1 gap here. And we know that there's a triangle here. So this has to be filled, this has to be filled, that has to be filled. That means this must be a gap. So this has to be 2/3. This has to be full. And this has to be at least 1. On this thing, then we have just plow, which we know is 3. So there is... We don't know where the last fill is, because 1's here, 1 is here, and could be anywhere on these. But wait, hold it. Triangle and weird is 3. Right? Triangle 3, weird 3. So this has to be filled. I don't like that we're using up all of our big fills here.